Well, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is investigating the Dallas Police Department over concerns it may be adopting so-called sanctuary city policies. Rebecca Lopez is the senior crime and justice reporter with our news partners in Dallas, WFAA. She's joining us with more on this. Rebecca, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
First tell us what exactly prompted this investigation.
So interim Dallas Police Chief Mike Igo held a town hall meeting, and in that meeting he said that DPD is not assisting any federal agencies in detaining people that either are documented or undocumented in the city of Dallas. But he later clarified those comments, saying that Dallas police have and will continue to work with federal agencies to arrest violent criminals despite their immigration status, and have arrested undocumented people in the past. In fact, last year, Dallas police arrested an alleged serial killer who was in the country illegally.
So in terms of day-to-day immigration enforcement, what exactly is Dallas PD doing? What's the rule?
So Dallas Police's general orders have been in place for more than a decade. Officers cannot determine someone's immigration status. They can ask someone their immigration status only if they are suspected of being involved in some sort of crime or have been lawfully detained. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in 2012 that local law enforcement cannot determine immigration status. That is the role of federal agents. The Supreme Court was very clear on this. There are also laws prohibiting racial profiling, so local police can't just detain someone to find out if they are in the country illegally.
When we think about those rules, right, are there any other cities in Texas that sort of follow those same rules when it comes to trying to figure out enforcement?
Pretty much every major city does. Houston, Austin, San Antonio, they don't determine someone's immigration status. That is up to, again, federal agents, and they only detain people that are in the country that are undocumented if they are suspected of a crime.
Yeah. You mentioned federal agencies, and the chief actually, or interim chief, saying, the action that we're going to take and not take related to federal agencies. Have any federal agencies asked Dallas police to help them with any of the immigration raids that have been happening?
Look, I just spoke with Chief Igo yesterday. He says so far, no federal agency has even asked the Dallas Police Department to participate in any sort of enforcement activities. So the Attorney General says DPD refuses to help federal agencies, but no one's even asked them.
There is a bill that is working its way through the court system right now in Texas, and it would deal with giving, police the ability to arrest someone who is accused of or suspected of being in this country, coming into the country illegally. How would that really impact what the Supreme Court ruled back in 2012, what you told us about?
Well, so the state of Texas has tried to get around the Supreme Court ruling with SB 4, but that case is actually still tied up in litigation. It is still before an appellate court, and it would allow police to solely detain people on the basis of immigration status. But again, it's not in effect right now in Texas because it's still held up in an appellate court.
Yeah. Any word on what's going to happen with the Attorney General's investigation and how he's going to be investigating DPD?
The Texas Attorney General is now trying to say that DPD is in violation of state law that prohibits sanctuary cities and requires local law enforcement to cooperate with federal agents when it comes to dealing with someone's immigration status, and also putting people on what they call ICE detainers, which means if ICE asks a local agency to keep someone in custody, they are compelled to do so. But that happens routinely in Dallas. Dallas County will hold people for up to 48 hours for ICE in the Dallas County Jail. It happens almost every day in this county.
Yeah, interesting. That bill you referenced was also called SB 4 many, many years ago. Rebecca Lopez with our sister station in Dallas. We thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.